My interaction with the investors here at our conference reveals that the interest clearly exists in India, but it's not that there is kind of a euphoria about the country, about the valuations, etc. The reason for that is most of the investors are a little worried about the direction of the rupee. While the currency has appreciated, but it has been quite volatile, and the markets have also been volatile. So international investors are essentially looking for more stability in both the rupee as well as some stability in the markets. So it's the volatility which is really creating some issues for foreign investors about investing in India at this point in time. I think the Reserve Bank of India has done the wise thing. On an overall basis, they have actually ended up reducing the cost of borrowing for the banking system, because while on one hand they have raised the repo rate by 25 basis points, they have also reduced the MSF by 75 basis points. So on a weighted average basis, it reduces cost of funds for the system. But clearly, the increase in the repo rate was not really anticipated, and the market has reacted negatively, for that. But I personally believe that it's the right thing to do what the RBI has done. Clearly, there was a space created by the actions of the Fed, where they kind of decided to postpone the proposed tapering, and the Reserve Bank of India has done well to take advantage of that space and tighten the rates here in India. The outlook on the growth is subdued, not just because of what the RBI has done, but also because of the other economic parameters and the fact that the government will need to reduce its spending level to meet the fiscal deficit target, and also we have been seeing higher rates in general. So the outlook on growth remains weak. Don't think it's necessarily worsened because of the recent steps by the RBI. Yeah, the rupee has gotten stronger from the recent lows. It has moved up from 69 to a dollar to almost 63 now. But our basic thesis still remains that the capital flows and the current account deficit, are not going to be sufficient to drive continual uptake on the rupee. And our thesis is that yes, the current account deficit will reduce thanks to the slowing growth in the domestic markets, and also the fact that the Reserve Bank of India and the government have put some restrictions on gold imports. But we're still talking about more than $70 billion of current account deficit, and if you look at the capital inflow structure which is required for financing of the current account deficit, we note that 1/3 of the total capital inflows are attributable to the portfolio inflows from the foreign institutional investors, both in debt and equity put together. And while the tapering has been postponed for now, I don't think that we can expect the similar numbers of $25 billion a year that we used to see from the portfolio investors. So there is going to be some shortfall on the financing of current account deficit. And while there are some measures taken by the RBI, such as the FCNR deposit scheme, etc., which will probably kick the can down the line, but that will still, in our belief, not take away the pressures on the rupee completely. We do believe that rupee will continue to depreciate, therefore, and that's the reason why our preference for exporters like IT companies, that still remains.